Okay, well, time for another video. I'm gonna do a little comparison. I've got two different red imps. These are vintage razors. One's marked as 5/8, and then let's see here. Let's get the sticker off that just fell off. And then the other one is 9/16. Close to similar size, close to similar razors and grind. I'm going to use these as test razors against each other. So this one is a red imp. That is a special razor steel made for Morris Manufacturing, Solingen, Germany. And this is a red imp, and this one is special razor steel made for Morris Manufacturing Company, Solingen, Germany. So I think the only difference is a little bit of the size, 9/16 versus 5/8, and the scales. Other than that, they're same metal, same place made. They're red imps. What I'm testing out is these two stones right here. So what I'm gonna do first is I'll probably on camera, because I want everybody to see that I did it, I'm gonna hone any of the honing marks and everything that I've done with both of these razors. I believe both of these were, one's a conical and the other one is an Imperial Aracia finished edge. Both were honed on synthetics, progression all the way up. So this is a 5K Shafton Pro. I'm gonna hone out anything that is in those and get the bevels right. We'll test the bevel, make sure that they're good to go. Make sure there's no chips and everything like that. If there's any chipping, I'll take care of it beforehand before I go to the Zulu Gray. So I'm going to set everything up and we'll start honing on the 5K. We'll be right back. I'm not going to use a whole lot of pressure because this was already finished razor. I just want to get whatever was finished and honed all the way up to off on the 5K. Okay. Okay, so that one's done. That was the no white wedge. Let's move on to this. And clean the stone up real quick. I'll be right back. Get whatever work was done. Move over back to the next 25K. I think it's right, super nice to hone on. And we're set to follow grind it. The hone really easy, take a nice edge. Very comfortable shave with them too. Hone up right. So grinding great finish on Imperial Aracia, particle finish, Indian finish, takes a good edge too. Some razors only take a good edge from certain finishers I've noticed. I don't know why that is. So I'm doing a little bit more work on the toe area. Looks like I honed it last, I didn't get that toe good enough. The last year I honed it, I'm probably shaved with this and the other razor at least 6 times in my rotation. Alright, let's see. Much better. You know, doesn't take much to set it back. Pretty sure this is good to go. I'm going to move to the Zulu gray stones from the 5K. We'll probably start with the striped one first, and I'll use the white wedge for the striped one. Be right back. I don't think going from 5K is a big jump. But I could be wrong because I'm not familiar with these stones at all. Not using any pressure. Remember, when I'm talking about Bundu Beard or Jacko, I'm not trying to be mean or rude or hurt his business in any way. I just want to make sure people understand that I want to keep a good relationship with Bundu Beard and its owner and its employees, if he has any. But I do want people to see the customer service level and see what they think about it, whether anything needs to change. We'll discuss the website, how it works, especially for people who are international buyers, and what they have to go through to buy until he actually fixes it. So I think the limiting factor of why a lot of people haven't tried the Zulu Gray is because they don't know how to buy one through his website. As well as I think there's been some negative videos online about Zulu Grays, which I didn't bother to watch. I don't want my opinions to be skewed from what other people think right off the bat. I want to go ahead and try the stones out for myself and prove to myself what it is or what it isn't. Same thing with the Imperial Eurasia. A lot of people shit on that stone hardcore and said, oh, well, it's fucking horrible. It doesn't do good at all. It chips razors and da-da-da-da-da. Well, you know, I don't know from their experience, but I bought an ultra fine one, which didn't cost very much, last year. So I don't know how new of a batch out of the mine that he gets it from. For that stone. And I've never had any chips, and I've never had any problems, and I've had some really good fucking shaves off of that Imperial Laurasia. So I'm gonna treat the Zulu Gray in the same manner as that one is. My first experience with the striped one was it fucked up one of my razors. It chipped the edge. But I'm hoping that the work that I put into the stone to make it usable actually worked. I don't know if it did or not. We're gonna find out if I've got a bunch of little chips or what the edge is like. This stone feels very hard and not gritty, but kind of rough. It's almost as if you can feel these lines going up and down when you're doing your laps. It feels like it's kind of scraping instead of being fine and stuff. Add some water here. Again, I am in no shape or form a professional honer, as well as I don't know these stones very well, so I don't know what to expect from them. My honing experience is limited to about a year and a half of honing. Okay, and we're gonna start sticking, so now I'm just gonna add some soapy water. I'm gonna try and duplicate the amount of time that I spent with this razor, with the other razor, on the other Zulu Gray stone, since they're similar razors. And the slurry stone I'm using is exactly the same as the other one that I'm going to use for the other stone. They were one stone at one point in time, and then I cut it in half. The only difference in this is that one razor is 5/8 and the other is 9/16, and one stone is striped with spots and the other one is uniform and I believe a bit softer than this one. Okay, so we've been going about 10 minutes. I'll call it good. It kind of feels like it's grabby at spots, but it looks like from the suds slowly going that it's pulling everything up without any pressure. So I'm going to rinse this off and then we'll switch to the other stone and the other razor. Oh wow, I haven't honed on this one yet. There's a total different feeling versus the other stone. This one you can feel it feels finer when honing on it and a little grittier, not like a hard, I don't even know how to explain what the other one felt like compared to this one. It's like night and day. You can even hear the difference. You hear that? These were the same razors. I bet if I took that other razor and ran it across this one, it would make that same sound. Let's switch it over here. Oh, my slurry seems to want to go to this side, so Something's bumping on it. I don't know what that is, so I'm gonna restart this slurry. And just get this off. You know, if I got a chunk of something or let's restart it. Let's see if that did anything. Still that nice fine sound. Getting a bump someplace right there. It like bumps across it. I would have to say that these are two totally different kinds of stones. The striped and the nice uniform gray, Zulu gray. I don't know if he can prove to us that that stone came from the same quarry, but this one feels totally different and it sounds totally different. So I would say that if they did come from the same quarry, and they are Zulu gray, they're just a different kind. Kind of like a J-Nat, you know, you got like the Asagi Nakayamas, and then you got the Suidos that are Nakayama Suida. I'm curious to see which edge is better when shaving. This one slurry's totally different. Feels different honing on it. Let's see what I got here for time. Going over time on this one. It's taking a little longer to build that slurry and get it to where I wanted it to be. This one's not as fast of a stone as the other one. Okay. Move the suds. Getting undercut like I want. Nice and slow. The feel of this one with soap on is totally different than the feel of the other one with soap on it. Much finer. Okay, gonna rinse this off, and then I'll inspect them to see if there's any chips. If there's no chips, then I will go ahead and strop them, and then we're gonna have a shave video later. Thank you guys for watching.